Yeah, I know it's not real. When it comes to creature features, like say, the genre is quite full of a lot of them. However, one film franchise that has seemed to be going on quite forever and will most definitely be getting a sequel probably relatively soon is the Tremors franchise. Today we're looking at the Tremors film that kind of in a way rebooted the franchise. In this case, Tremors 5. Let's get right down and talk about it then. Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, we're talking about Tremors 5, Bloodlines. I'll be honest, like, I've had quite a bit of a, history with the Tremors franchise. I mean, we've come this far in talking about these films. And that, like, at one point, when I was a teenager, we had, me and one of my friends were trying to make a Tremors fan film. And, then we started to do a series called Lesson, where we actually made a joke about Tremors 5. And then Tremors 5 came out when I was in college. And, yeah. So what was Tremors 5 the story about? Well, Burt Gummer and returns along with a new character named Travis, and they're both trying to help stop a ass blaster. Basically, they're trying to stop ass blasters from overpopulating and in a way kill the nest. So, I'm gonna be honest. One of the things that makes this film honestly pretty good is honestly it sort of in a way tries to go back to the basics, in that it tries to have a lot more of what the original film did, and that it tries to have more balance between the horror aspect and the humor aspects. And I think, and honestly, it does a fairly good job. However, one of the issues I'd say that this film has, and that, well, since the last Tremors film was from Tremors 4, a lot of time had passed, so, in a way, the way you do the cameras, and as well as action films are shot nowadays, you go into the issue of having, not always, but some of the moments when there are action sequences or moments of horror, the camera will most definitely shake, and the editing can be quite jarring. I mean, it's not like, say, this is a constant issue of the film, but at times this will be a thing that will sometimes appear. And I gotta say, in this film especially, the Graboids have never finally looked the greatest they have. Especially how the ass blasters, they look really great. Well, then again, this is a different content. The story does take place in Africa, so in a way you'd be expecting, okay, they would have to look a bit different. And especially, like, say, when you first see them, my God, they look like something from your, like, especially their mouths, they look like something from your nightmares. Honestly. Because, like, say, the wings of them look like something like, say, like a bat out of hell, almost. And I gotta say, I like how like Bert has changed over the especially since Tremors 3. Although he kind of way doesn't really, he's done like his own video survival series, and that's how the film opens up. So I think that's pretty cool. And then we get the introduction of Travis, who basically says like, "Say, hey, I'm gonna be coming with you to help stop this S-Blaster issue that they're having on there." And I gotta say that both...
You know about Jasmine. Flower child meets heroin chic. Model. Hated disco. Loved Hendrix. You were selling your dad's old guns. She was in the parking lot. Burning her bra.
I gotta say that both Jamie Kennedy and Michael Gross, they have really good, they work well off each other, honestly. And especially with the end of the film, when you figure out, like, say, oh, this is why the film's called Bloodlines.
Who is she to you? I call her Mom most of the time. Boom! Well, that's gotta stir up some shit, right?
And for once, I'd say, like, even though, like, say, especially since, like, say, the late previous Tremors films, well, after Tremors 2, after Tremors 3, the film franchise sort of, like, say, here, this is just my opinion, but the first two films, honestly, can be quite funny and quite scary. After, like, say, Tremors 3 and 4, they stopped being that and just started being more of having based around humor and, like, say, oh, like, mild frights. This one actually has some moments where I feel like, okay, that's kind of scary. Like, there's a cave sequence where Travis is going under.
Oh my God.
And it almost looks like, say, the way it's lit, almost looks like something like The Descent, honestly. And, I mean, you could probably say that they're hiding down there, too. So, I mean, overall, I gotta say this was really good. Actually, honestly, like, say, the way the film ends is actually fairly, I mean, it's not really... Basically, in a way, like, when it's first introduced at the beginning of the film, like, say, I'm just playing with my little worms and, you know, leaving electricity. That is, honestly, when you watch it, you feel like, say, oh, okay, that's how it's gonna end. I mean, like, say, if you're kind of paying attention the way it is. So, overall, I think this film is entertaining. I think that the film actually has a lot of intense moments that make it worth checking out. And I think the actors, they all do a great job. I think the film is pretty memorable. But that's just how I feel. Well, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you found it entertaining. Next video we're gonna be doing is in October, which means Halloween is coming soon. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll most definitely be seeing you next time. And by the way, don't forget to keep your popcorn hot and your ice cold drinks ice cold. And don't forget to keep your eyes on the screen. I'll be seeing you.